Hey everybody, I just wanted to make a quick little video to talk about this post we made when we first started the group within the first couple days, and I've gone back to it a few times. I'm hoping that we've been able to help everybody. I know you can't be everything to everyone, but I wanted to talk about, a running theme in all the questions, and all the groups had basically the same comments, so I'm just using this as an example. Uh, Basically all the questions were either you're going in and just buying clearance, or you can't find enough stuff to buy. Um, so I think what the problem that everybody has is everybody's getting hung up on, if you're doing retail arbitrage, you're buying clearance. And you go hit the clearance section and then move on to another store and another store. Um, and the problem with that is if you're just hitting Walmart's or a Target or Walgreens, you're having the same product that everybody else is getting. Uh, so what I really don't find many clearance deals, and I rarely even look at clearance anymore. Unless there's a big nationwide push or getting ready for Christmas or after Christmas. When everything is really marked down to ridiculously low levels. Uh, so what we do is we of course like replenishables. Obviously, we sell about 40% in the grocery category alone so far this year. So we're buying a lot of replenishables. We're searching the aisles and we're buying items at full price. Uh, what you have to do is not be afraid to get out there, and search the items at full retail price. Everybody wants a sale. Everybody, wants stuff cheap, but compared to what people are buying items for on Amazon is it is cheap at full retail price. And we can go into Walmart and go down a couple aisles with the replenishables we're already buying, and fill up a shopping cart or more every time we go in there. And that's where you need to be if you're doing retail arbitrage. As for buying in volume, buying things cheap, and if you want to do liquidation, then there's just so much stuff out there, and everybody keeps saying they can't find any liquidation deals. Um, but everything I've ever found is simply by using Google. And I just wanted to take a few minutes and go over, how I would find a liquidator. There's a few keywords, and you just mix them with your closest big city. And I live in Tampa, Florida, so there's really no liquidators here. You would expect there to be some, in Orlando, which is a pretty big city. But in Central Florida, there's really not much. So if I want to find something, I usually have to go all the way to Miami. Um, so that's where I search out. But every city, when I go to Chicago or to the East Coast or some other locations in the Midwest, I found them. One of the biggest places in the country is in Alabama. So it's just wherever the company happens to be. And I'm just using Miami as an example. But these same searches are going to work in every city. Uh, so all we do is go to Google. We, there's a few keywords you want to search for. If you're looking for grocery, banana box is a great search term, because that's how you're usually going to get liquidation groceries. They're going to be packed in banana boxes. Um, they go for between 5 on the low end, up to about 10 on the high end. Usually you're going to pay about $6 to $8, which comes out to about $500 for a full pallet. Um, so if we're just looking for general liquidation items, I will search for liquidation warehouse. And I always put the city first. That way we can come back and keep changing it, without having to do a lot of editing to our search term. I can post some of these in the group, but Merchandise Liquidators is a great company for liquidations. I've posted some deals from them. AAA liquidations, JD closeouts, GBY liquidations. I visited all of these places in the past, but there's literally dozens in Miami and there's dozens in every big city. So if we look at Merchandise Liquidators, for example, there are plenty of places. I'm just going to bring up a few of them. They're going to sell by the truckload. They sell by what is called a lot, and they sell by pallets, of course. So, a lot may be something you're interested in starting out with. Here you can see they sell by the box, by the pallet, or by the truckload. Some call it a box, some call it a lot, but a lot is usually less than a pallet. You can see most of these places are pretty much the same. Those Merchandise Liquidators, I've bought from them many times, and like I said, I've posted a lot of deals from there, into the groups already. As you can see, like I said, pallets are usually around $500. Right now, they're usually $450. They're selling them for $395. Wholesale food truckload is $13,200, which is again about $400 each, and wholesale food pallets are $750. Now, a banana box pallet is going to be shelf pulls. Wholesale food pallets are usually going to be something that's new and may not have been on the shelves. You can see some examples that says some items may be expired or close to expiration, and you're going to find that with any kind of liquidation. If we go back to Merchandise Liquidators, you can see they have plenty of categories, plenty of everything, toy pallets, clothing. It depends on what you're interested in. If we go to pallets, you can see they have 33 different kinds of pallets right now, from makeup to to clothing to seasonal items. Your best bet when you find a liquidator is to contact them, and don't be afraid to tell them what you do. Tell them that you sell on Amazon, and if it has an expiration date, you need it at least 100 days out, is what I tell everybody. Because you need time to get it, you need time to prep it and then ship it, and it still has to get to the warehouse with at least 90 days from expiration date. And you never want anything that's considered salvage, which usually means broken, which is the worst thing you can buy. Above that is returns, which are store returns. Then you get shelf pulls, and then what's usually called overstocks, and then there's new. Overstocks are items that may not have gotten into the stores at all. They went from the manufacturer to the store distributor, and the store has never sold enough to use all the stock that was available, and more stock keeps coming in. So what they do is they send that into the liquidation channel as well, because they have a contract for new product to continuously keep coming in. So they have to do something with the product they already got. That's my favorite thing, obviously, to get, because you can buy it in bulk, you can buy single items. I've bought as many as 7 pallets of a single item, in the same way, because there was just too much product coming in, and then not enough was hitting the stores. So once you make first contact, let these companies know what you're looking for, what categories, and they will call you because they want to move this stuff. They don't care how you're selling it. They have a constant influx of items, and they have to get rid of them. JD Closeouts is, a giant company in the Miami area. Davie, Florida is Miami. You can see they have pallets as low as $125. Some of the makeups might be more expensive. Almost every big company has their own code, and most liquidators have different codes because they don't want, the companies like Walmart don't want people searching for Walmart and finding liquidation truckloads. So everything has a code. JCP is JCPenney's, TGT is Target, Home Depot, Walmart, Kohl's. And it depends if they're selling it by the truckload or selling it by the piece. Makeup, and a lot of these places are shipping right from the company. So the Target might be shipping from Target distributor, so they will tell you where they're shipping from. In the example, they have things in Connecticut, they have things in Georgia, they have things in Texas. So there's going to be all kinds of items at all kinds of different conditions and different locations. So, this is where it comes into the places that are going to be closest to you is where you're going to want to go and, either investigate the items. This is where you can investigate the items or be able to pick it up to save on shipping costs if you can find places that's local to you. Some places you can't, and you're just going to have to take the word of these liquidators. But the way you do that is, build a relationship with them, talk to them, and get so this is basically, how you find the deals. Your best bet's always to contact them on the phone, set up with a rep, and go from there. A couple of the bigger options is companies like Via Trading. They're one of the largest ones in the country. They also do live auctions. They have massive warehouses where they're getting, hundreds of loads a day sometimes from some of the biggest chains in the country. So it's definitely a place that you want to look into. You can get closing from some of the top resellers. You can see that it will tell you if it's manifested or unmanifested. For example, this JCPenney's, it's manifested. A lot of them you can take them and then put it into your own, take their spreadsheet and put it into something like Scan Power and see what's listed and how much you can make before buying it. As you can see, you can sort it by prices, you can sort it by plenty of different options, and there's just a lot of options. Almost every state has liquidation companies. So going back to some of the different ways that we would search, if you were just looking for a banana box, grocery in Florida, which is where I am, you can see there's tons of places in my state. There's tons of places anywhere you would want to look. So what we do, we'll start out looking for banana box grocery in New York, or Florida, or whatever state you're in. Some other options is to look for pallets, closeout. Wholesale closeout is a great search term. Overstock trading is actually in Orlando, Florida. In all these companies, you don't have to find things where you're at. You don't have to search, in a specific state. You can search nationwide. They'll ship to you, and you don't even have to have them shipped to you. You can use a fulfillment center, and whatever fulfillment center is closest to them, you ship to. They have trucks coming in delivering items every day, and they have trucks going out. So you can have a pallet delivered to you, or a whole truckload. You can find whole truckloads as little as about $5,000. So all you have to do is take the weigh your options. See if you have the time to devote to buying the whole truckload. Whole truckload for $5,000 is probably going to be returns. So I personally stay away from returns, but you might have the time to invest in making sure everything works, testing things, swapping things out, probably fixing things. And if you have that kind of time, then it's very profitable. But I don't have the time with all the items that we buy. So between these methods of searching and posting on Craigslist, looking for businesses that want to liquidate, we have a lot of product that we're able to source, thousands of items a week without a problem. And there's a lot that we're turning down and posting to the group. So if you're having a problem finding anything in your state, post in the group, send one of us a message, and I'm sure we can help find something close to you with what you're looking for. And that's about it for this one. Just if you're getting stuck, just ask for help. That's what we're here for. Thanks a lot.